Well, good morning, everybody. So here's my new project. It's a 73 Challenger. It's in pretty rough shape, but I plan on replacing probably almost 90% or more of the sheet metal. That's several damages, but that's okay. We'll get all this done. My estimation is going to take about 3 years to get the car up and running. We'll see if I can meet my deadline. We're just gonna tear into the car and remove just about everything. We'll get it to sandblaster and sandblast everything and see what I can save and what I need new sheet metals for. So here it is. Front fender. Look like there's a bullet hole going through it. Doors rusted out. Probably need a new door skin. The roof is completely rusted out. There was a vinyl wrap on top, and that's what making all this stuff rotted out. I'll have to cut all of them out and rebuild. The frame is still solid though. You can see the frame inside is still solid. So we'll rust treat it just so it can hold the structure when I put all the new skins on. Trunk completely rusted out. That's okay, we'll cut all this out, rebuild it. Both the quarter panels look in extremely rough shape. You can see there's rust holes. So we'll need some quarter panels. Same thing on this side, everything rotted out. We'll have to replace everything. That's how it was with the vinyl wrapping, but once you uncover it, this is what you get. Looks like it's a complete car from the inside. All the interior is there. Really rough shape. Probably have to put on a respirator before I get in here and get molds over my lung. But that's okay. We'll take care of all that. We'll need a new windshield for sure. Engine bay. Once again, in really rough shape. There's actually holes on them, so we'll have to do some rust repair when we get there. We'll have to take off all of this. Looks like the front grille is still good though, so we'll save that. Not sure why people have these bumpers. They're ugly. Yeah, we will not be using that. All right, guys, so we'll sink my teeth into it and we'll give you guys regular updates on this project as well as my Humvee Warthog project I'm working on. We'll just have to alternate working on these as I get a little tired from working on Humvee, so we'll work on this today. All right, I did a little bit of work documenting what I've done so I know how to put this thing back. So basically, what I want to do is just get the front end all disassembled, and to get the fender out, you got to get the valence piece, which I already took it out, and it's assembled in two places here and down there. The bolts are so rusty, I had to cut them off. You know, I didn't want to spend the time trying to get it to work. It's bolted a couple of places down here, and then same thing on the other side, and then the front lower valence comes out. To get the fender out, there's a bunch of bolts here that you can see. I already removed them. And then there's two bolts down this corner, which I just dropped them, and hopefully the fender will come out. We'll document that when I get to it. So the door, this one door has a huge hole down there, so I might replace the whole door, or maybe this is skin, not sure. I took the panels out, and it turns out this car original color is light green. I don't know, I kind of dig it. Color looks nice. So somebody decided to paint this car white down the road. Make it look like a Vanishing Point movie or something. Wrong model year anyway. Vanishing Point is a 1970 Dodge Challenger. I did the same thing on this side. So that's as much as I've done with the interior. One thing I didn't know about Mopar, this is the first time I worked on them, is that these door panels are actually made out of molded plastic, which is great. It's great condition. I should be able to reuse them. Maybe find a way to get rid of all this ugly paint that they put on the outside and restore, so I don't have to get new door panels, which is great. My 69 Mustang panel isn't like that. It's actually made out of some kind of like really thin MDF kind of material where it rotted out real quickly. Even I see that on the Camaro, like my 3rd gen Camaro I was working on. Those things are flimsy. I really love the way they did this though. It lasted so long, and it's still just fine. So anyhow, that's where I'm at the moment. All right, guys, got a little bit more done. Got the fenders off, and like I said before, just these bolts here, all of this, and then 2 on the bottom, and that was it. And you just pop the whole thing out. There's blues here. I think that's from the factory, so kind of just have to pry it off. But the fenders will come right out. So now we're looking at much cleaner setup. Send this to sandblasting and get all this paint off. Looks like we have 3 different colors on them. This car has been pretty beat up over the years. So I got the bumper off. Start out with a clean slate. So we'll see how this works out. Probably gonna take the doors off real soon. There's a few bolts here and there. Get that separated so we can get all these wires and junk off from here. Yeah, continue to disassemble the entire car down to the frame and see what we're dealing with. All right, giving you guys a quick update on the Challenger project. So I received the engine today. I decided to go with the Hellcat motor, 707 horsepower. There's only a handful of people actually put these in the older Challenger. Bought this straight from Mopar, brand new. So what I want to show to you guys was how much this thing weighs. Let me see. Hopefully that'll trigger the sensor. Off the ground. It weighs 715 pounds. A lot more than what I thought it would be. My Boss 429 only weighs 700 something. That's including the C6 transmission. So this came in with a clutch and flywheel, which is real nice. It came like this from Mopar. I think they do this to all their crate motor. It came in with all the coil packs. I had to take some of these out just for safety while lifting it. Make sure it's not, hitting anything. We'll be putting that back. But yeah, it comes with complete sensors, coil packs, injectors, everything to get the engine running. I think you still need to get the alternator and the power steering pump on. That's the only thing that's missing from this motor. So that's where we at. I'm attempting to do a bunch more work on the body today. We'll make a quick video at the end of the day, show you guys progress on that. I got the passenger seat taken out. There's massive amount of rust present on the inside. The bottom of the seat, hi Ricky, the bottom of the seat is pretty much rotted out. You can see bolts are bent, and this side looks somewhat okay. I think I have to replace the rails on this seat. The actual seat doesn't look too bad. So that's what we're looking at. Removing these seats, actually bolted from below, so there's like 4 nuts that you unscrew and the seat comes out. Straightforward. Let's see. This stuff is great. It helped loosen the rusted nuts and bolts. Works really good for me. Works a little bit better than WD-40. Just in the process of getting this off. Got most of my trims out already. The drip rails are completely rusted out, so I'm gonna cut all of that out. It will not have a drip rail on the new belt. Door been taken out. Still need to work on the other door. Let's see what else. No, that's about it. Going great so far. A little bit more rust than what I expected, but that's all right. We're gonna clean this all up and see what's underneath. Okay, so the carpets came off, the chairs, all that stuff been taken out. The interior looks as what I expected. So in the back of the vehicle, it's not too bad. You can see everything solid. I'm gonna get all this sandblasted. Everything seems to be all holding in place. No rust holes in here, which is great. The pan looks a little rough, so I'm gonna go ahead and just replace the entire floor. But I might do that later because I'm not sure what the T56 Magnum transmission is gonna do. It might poke out a couple of inches, so up a couple of inches. I'm gonna wait and do the pan probably last. Yeah, so my plan for today is trying to get the rest of the car disassembled, get the dash and all that stuff taken out. Haven't touched back here yet, so we'll try to do this today as well. Remove all the stuff, lights, everything needs to come out. The floor pretty rough back here. Definitely need a new floor. That's all right. We'll cut out some of this rust, treat it, and then put in new floors. Seems that the 2 frame rails back here is pretty solid. Besides, I'm gonna do a full frame on this, so it doesn't matter. You know, those are more of a supporting role than the main role to support the car torsional load. So wouldn't worry too much about it. One thing I noticed is that Mopar and Ford are doing this a little bit differently. Now the Mopar the Ford guys have a coil spring here to keep the lid up, but I guess the lid on this Mopar is a lot bigger and heavier. So Mopar seems to have this these torsional spring instead of a coil spring. You can see 2 of them are twisting. as this come up and down, it helps to keep the door up. At least that's what I think it does. I'll have to, yeah, there's no coil spring in here, so I think that's what those two rods are doing. But we'll disassemble everything and try and figure out what these guys did back in the day.